Hello, it says I'm live, so presumably I am. Welcome to, I'll put it down a wee bit, I think. Welcome to Monday's strength class. Just before we begin, to fully be able to participate in this class, you're going to need to be able to get up and down off the floor. And on my YouTube channel, there is a little video of how to do that. And if you can't find it, either scroll back some of the videos, it's about 6-7 videos ago, or go in, click on videos, and then click on uploads, and you'll see it there. I think it's the first one. You can click on that and see it that way. Basically, it's using a chair. If you find, if you've got some physical impediment as to why you can't get up and down off the floor, I'll let you off. But if you're not doing it just because it's a bit difficult, then I would say you need to keep practicing it, because it's useful to be able to get up and down off the floor, particularly if you fall and you know how to get up again. It may just save your life rather than wallowing on your back like a stranded beetle. The class is going to be it's in two parts. So the first part is standing up or on a chair, and the second part is on the floor. So you're not having to get up and down and up and down. Once you're on the floor, you're there for the next few exercises, and then you can get up at the end. I just thought I'd better mention that, because some people I know sort of say, oh, I can't get on the floor, I'm not doing the class. Well, unfortunately, if you know anybody like that, encourage them to do the class, because I have heard from other people that getting up and down off the floor is easier now than it used to be. So what I wanted to talk about this morning was, I've talked about this before actually, is consistency. And just before we came on, I was Googling consistency in exercise, and there seems to be a general consensus that consistency is more important than just about anything else in exercising. If you do it sporadically, you don't really get any benefit. So that's why the classes, if you do these classes, you should do at least 2 or 3. In addition, I'll start again. In addition to the recommended minimum of 150 minutes a week of moderate aerobic exercise. So that's walking briskly, running. Well, if you run, you only need 75 minutes, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. Just go with half an hour a day of brisk walking, so that your heart beats a little bit faster and you get a bit puffed. And remember, you don't have to do the half an hour in one go. You can do it in 10-minute bites. In addition to that, my voice is going croaky, you need 2, 3 would be even better, specific strengthening classes a week. I've just got a dry bit in my throat, and it's just stopping me talking. Doesn't even make me sound husky and sexy like Marlene Dietrich or something. Just makes me sound a bit like Orville the duck. Anyway, you can. Anyway, yes, so consistency. So if you do this class and another class and the Wednesday class, both of those, although this is called the strength class, the other one has elements of strength in it as well, just different types of strength, and it's more for every day. It's not strength for strength's sake. It's more sort of functional fitness, day-to-day, help you with day-to-day stuff. So if you could do those 2 consistently, that would be a great start. And I was reading something yesterday as well, that over 50s, over 60s, older people who haven't done any exercise gain the greatest benefit from doing strength exercises. Initially, the gains in muscle, because as we know, muscle wastes away as you get older unless you use it. So muscle, I'm going to have to go and get a drink of water. Muscle wastes away. And in the older classes, older age group, if you do strengthening exercises, older people show the greatest improvement. So just because maybe you have started with sarcopenia, posh name for muscle wastage, all is not lost, and it's never too late to start exercising. And before we start, it's 11 o'clock, I'm just going to go and get a bit of a drink. I won't be a moment. Don't go away. Just shows that I talk too much anyway. Still there. Anyway, so it's 11 o'clock, so we'll start the class now. It's quite a sort of punchy class. So we'll start with a warm-up, and then we'll go into the main body of the exercise, and then we'll do some stretching at the end. Okay, so the main thing is do what you can. If you can't do 10 repetitions or 30 seconds of each exercise or a minute on the plank, do what you can, and that gives you something to aim for. Right, we're going to start warming up, and we're just walking gently on the spot, on your toes if you can, nice and gently. Well, not so gently actually, because the functional fitness class is gently. This is not quite so gentle. So we're just going to do this just to warn our muscles and joints that, hang on, something's coming, you're going to be used. And 3, 2, 1. Right, we're going to put your hand on your shoulder, make your arm like a wing, and then imagine you've got a pencil sticking out of your elbow, and we're going to do 5 nice big circles backwards. 3, 4, 5, and forwards, full range of movement. 1, without hurting yourself. 3, 4, 5, and then the other one. Don't forget the pencil. Draw that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Next one we're going to do is we're just going to raise one arm and push the other one back, not rocking your body. And we're going to do 10 of these. I love this one. 1, 2, because it's good for your back as well. 3, strengthens your back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to do it the other way. So we're going to have your hands here and we're going to clap and turn and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't worry if you can't keep up with me. 7. Just do what you can. 8, 9, 10. And then last arm one. Have your hands out here 90 degrees. These are actually strengthening exercises as well as sort of loosening you up. Hands here. You're just going to touch your elbows together. Just go as far as you can. If you can only get to there, that's fine. There, that's absolutely fine. Do it at your level and pace. So we're going to go 1, back out again, 2, 3. Starting to feel this on my shoulders a bit now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fabulous. Give your arms a bit of a shake. Gets you a bit, that, doesn't it? Woof. Right, we're going to do our little routine. This is we're still on the warm-up. This lot helps you with balance, strength, and coordination. So we're going to start doing, everything is linked. Toe, heel digs like this, digging your heel in. And at the same time, anchor your elbows. And we're going to do a bicep curl with the opposite arm. So you're having to concentrate on opposite arm and leg. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to do just a step out to the side. And at the same time, we're going to have prayer hands and pushing your arms out to the side. So on this one, you're actually almost balancing on one leg, but you're having to get the coordination right. And then in a minute, you'll have to remember the sequence of the exercises. 3, 2, oops, 1. And then we're going to do this step back. I don't know what that was. It sounded like something had just fallen downstairs. Stepping back. Well, and at the same time as you're stepping back, your arms are coming out from your chest. Straight out, spread your fingers, give your hands a bit of a workout. And again, remember, on all these exercises, imagine you've got headlights on your knees and your hips, and they're pointing forward. Try to avoid twisting your knee in, as I'm doing a little bit with my right knee. Right, 3, nearly overbalanced then. 2, 1. And then the last one is just a toe tap. Not very far in front. And at the same time, just swing the opposite arm. Quite puffed now, it's only the warm-up. 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. Right, now we're going to do that all the way through because it's good for your memory. You've got to remember the sequence. It's still warming you up, and hopefully it might be quite fun. So we're going to do heel digs, side, I move that chair, sorry, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, 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 back, toe tap. One last time. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Fantastic. You're nicely warmed up now. Hopefully you are. It's not a cold day anyway. So we're going to go into the main body of the exercise now, and we're going to start with squats. Now these squats, I'm going to do them a little bit more forcefully, like we did last week, than the ones we do on the Wednesday class. We do those fairly slowly and controlled. Today we're going to do them a bit faster. Now remember, a squat is sitting without the chair. If you can't do a freestanding squat, feel quite free to use the chair sitting at the side, and you're going to go up and down slowly, and up and down. If you can't do that, remember your knees don't come in. Your knees stay like that, up and down. If you want to, you can swing your arms, give yourself a bit of purchase. Finally, if you can't do either of those, hands on knees. But what we're aiming to do is to be able to get up from any chair without using your hands. So we're going to do a squat. You ready? I'll go side on so you can see when my knees aren't going over I'll do 5 side on and 5 full frontal, as it were. So we're going to go down. 1. If you can't keep up, that's fine. And remember, you don't have to go right down. You go to there or there. 3, 4, 5, 6. See how my knees aren't coming in. 7, 8, 9, 10. It's quite hard when you're doing it quite fast, isn't it? Right. We're going to be doing, let me get my watch. We're going to be doing punching. Oh no, it's the calculator. So when I said today's was quite punchy, I obviously meant literally. So we're going to do from the chest, and we're going to do it in 3s. Feet nice and wide apart, knees bent. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're going to do that for 30 seconds. We're going to do it twice. Okay, right, off we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. on the elbows actually. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So really punch, but within your own capability, and it's straight out. The arm doesn't go up or down. Whoops, sorry, stop. I wasn't paying attention then, stop. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Whoa, give your arms a bit of a, yeah, so you've got to make sure it's coming straight out. Straight towards you. Ooh, look how big my fists look. 1, 2, 3. Rather than it's just a straight line. Okay, right, we're gonna, having given you a bit of a rest, we're gonna do the next lot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll try and remember to look at the watch this time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Gets quite tiring, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, we use it, but we're going to do lunges next, and you may want the chair for balance, because when you're lunging, you can be overbalanced. The stronger your legs get, the easier it is to balance. So if you need to, by all means, hold on to the chair or a wall or whatever, what have you. And remember, lunging is in 4 distinct phases. Step, bend, up, and back. And remember, the bent knee doesn't go on the ground. And you don't have to bend right down. You can just do a little bend, or you can go so that your knee is at 90 degrees. We're going to do 10 on each side. So we're ready? Step, 2, 1. Two, 3, 4, 5. Remember, headlights on knees and hips again. 6, 7. It's really important to have strong legs. 8, 9. One more. 10. Well done. Just take a minute to get your balance a bit, and we're going to go on the other leg. 1, 2. You don't need to take a big step forward. 3. Remember, keep your torso upright. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How was that? Right. We're going to go on the floor now. So, if you can, sit on the chair. If you're worried about getting onto the floor, sit on the chair and then just put one knee down. I'm going to do this further back so you can see what's going on. Right, so hold on to the chair. One knee down, the other knee, and then go on your hands and knees if you need to where you want to be. I'm just going to put the chair back because we won't see it. I'm just going to put the screen down slightly. And the first one we're going to do is the dreaded press up. Let me have this. Now remember, press up, you start on all fours. If you've got dodgy knees and you can't kneel at all, lie on your tummy. Most people can lie on their tummy. If you're on your knees, hands under your shoulders, little step forward and hands slightly wider than your shoulders. And then bring your body so that your hands are under your shoulders again. And we're going to go down. Don't start yet though. If you can only do the down bit, that's fine. And then you can get back up to your knees and do it again. If you can't kneel, you can do this. Okay? So, we're going to aim for 7. Hands under your shoulders, step forward, slightly wider, I think. Over your shoulders again, and we're going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Oh, that was quite hard. In my defense, I did 7 before we started just to see if I could do them again, but I do need to practice them more. Right. So I get my stopwatch back. We're going to do the plank. So lying on your tum, elbows under your shoulders, hands like a sphinx, knees up like this. If you can do a minute and you're thinking this is easy, what you could do is you can go up and then down again. You can do that a few times, but that's pretty hardcore. So we're going to do a minute. Do what you can. If you can't do more than 10 seconds, I'm going to count it out in 10-second bits. Stay like that. 10 seconds comes and you can't do any more. Stay in the position. Go down. Stay in the position. And then just come back up again when you've rested. Sorry, a lot of talking. Ready? Off we go. Sorry, we're at 15 seconds. 20. 30. 40. 50. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down we go. Well done. Oh, how did you do? It was quite hard actually. It was hard on my arms. I wonder if my elbows weren't under my shoulders. Right, side plank. So remember, elbow under your shoulder, really important. And either have your legs straight, or if you can't do that, the lower one bent, and up you go. Just makes it that much easier. We're going to do 30 seconds on this. We're not going to do a minute. So, are you ready? Are you in position? Up we go, and start the clock. These are really hard exercises, but they are really good for you. So don't just think 10 seconds. So don't just think, oh, I'll never be able to do that. Keep trying, because you will eventually. 20. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. And then we're going to swing round and do the other one. Come on. So make sure your elbows under your shoulder. Have your legs how you need them. And up we go, starting the clock. If a child says, I can't do it, we always encourage them. Go on, try, you need to practice. And it's the same with this. As grown-ups, we get out of the habit of trying and trying and trying and failing and going back to it and doing it again. 20 seconds. But we need to do the same as children do and not give up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Well done. Oh, right. We're going to do the boat now. Row, row, row your boat. So, sitting with your on your bum, your knees bent, you're going to lean back slightly on your pelvis, holding onto your knees, lift them up so that your shins are parallel with the floor. Now, you can either do the whole 30 seconds like this, but what I would like you to do is to move your hands so that these muscles are lifting these. You can, if you get tired, go back again, but try and do it as much as you can without holding on. If you're very hardcore, you can straighten your legs, but that's very hardcore. So we're ready? Grab your knees, shins parallel to the floor. Off we go. We're going to do this twice. Remember, hold your knees if you need to. 10. You get your knees nearer your chest, it's a little bit more challenging. 20. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down we go. There we go. Did you manage the whole 30 seconds? I'll give you just a couple of minutes to rest if you want to. Just lean forward to straighten out the kink in your back a bit. It's quite nice to do that. You can either lean forward with your legs straight, or just bend them again. Lean forward like that. It's up to you. Right. We're going. So up you go, holding on, and then let go, and off we go again. Off we jolly go again. Oh, 15. Sorry, forgot to count. 20. I'm going to try this. Ooh, too hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down we go. Whoa, it was quite a workout, wasn't it? Penultimate one. Well, sort of penultimate. If you lie down on your back, we're going to do the bridge. Oh. Right. If you can put your hand under your back, if you arch your back, put your hand under it. If you can get your hand right under it, then the arch is too big. Push it down into the floor, and if you can't get any, you should be able to just get a little bit. So push it down into the floor, arch it, and sort of go halfway in between. Let's see if you can feel your back against the floor. Thighs are parallel, legs are parallel. The heels are where your middle finger can just reach. And we're going to go up into a bridge. I'm going to hold it for a few seconds, squeezing your glutes, really squeezing. We're going to do 10. And then down and up again quickly. 2. This is good for your back as well, strengthens your back as well. 3. Squeeze those glutes. 4. You can feel your muscles working. 5. 6. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. 7. 8. 9. 10. Just hold it at the top, really squeeze. And down we go. Right, sitting up, just lean forward if you want, just to sort of get that kink out of your back. I find it quite nice to do that. Right. If you're having difficulty getting back up off the floor, reverse the procedure. So you crawl, do it this way. You crawl to the chair, put your hands there, move nearer, put one leg up, push with your hands, and then take the weight on your leg, and there you are. Back up. Right. What we're going to do now, before we go into our high intensity bit, I'm going to adjust the camera so that my head isn't cut off, so you can see me. We're going to do, because I love you and I want you to have strong legs, we're going to do another 10 squats. Or using the chair, whichever is appropriate for you. You do whatever is appropriate for you. I would rather you use the chair and had good technique, because if your legs aren't very strong doing free squats, you tend to right. So 10 squats. Ready? Adopt the position. So I'll do it sideways for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, I'm falling backwards. 7, 8, 9, 10. It's quite tough at the 10th one, isn't it? Right. Have a little bit of a rest. What we're going to do now, it's a bit unfair doing those squats just before we do the high intensity stuff, but I can't really think where to do it. I suppose I could do it, well, see, I don't really want to do it after the lunge. I could do it after the punching, I suppose, because you've been using your arms. I might do that. Anyway, what we're going to do now is 3 bouts of 20 seconds of high intensity exercise. Now, as most of you will know, but there may be new people, we never know, the exercise is running quickly on the spot. Tiny, look how my feet are hardly coming off the floor. Tiny, tiny little steps, using your arms. Just running like that for 20 seconds. If you've got really bad knees and you can't do that, you can do the punching, or you could mix and match. Now, this is supposed to get your heart pumping and make you a bit tired, so don't worry if it does. But if you've got any heart condition, or your chest starts hurting, or anything else, stop immediately. Doesn't matter if you stop, I can't see you anyway. So, are we ready? On your marks, set, go. Good boy. 17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. How was that? I'm puffed after only doing those few seconds, but I can't do this and watch the clock at the same time. And that's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. My dog had his operation on Friday, by the way, for those of you that are interested. At the moment, I've got a crate. You can't see it. I've got a crate here. I've made it into a little den for him. So he's in there at the moment, quite happily chewing on something disgusting. But he seems to be okay. I've got it all to look forward to again 2 weeks on Wednesday, the 5th, because he's got to have the other shoulder done. How do you keep a collie pup quiet? Very difficult. Right. Are we ready for the second one? On your marks, set, off you go. (17, 18, 19, 20. Still croaking, aren't I? I need a cup of tea, that's what it is. I need to go and sit in the garden with a nice cup of tea. Right, so third one in a minute. Third time lucky. If you've managed to do 3, well done. It is very good for you, this. Trust me. Right, are we ready? Woo, stop playing silly fools with the stopwatch. Right, are we ready? Third time. Give it a good, make it a good one. Give it some welly. On your marks, set, off you go. $17, $18, $19, $20. Well done. How was that? Did you manage them all? Right, just while you get your breath back, before we go into the stretches, the usual reminder, if you've enjoyed the class and you want to buy me a coffee to show your appreciation, the link is in the comments section, underneath the video in the comments section. If you're on a laptop or a phone, I don't know where it is, maybe there's something that says comments. If you want to know more about fitness or you want to contact me, my Facebook page, Over 50 Fitness Facebook page is a good way, and the link is there as well. I've got 299 subscribers, so if anybody hasn't subscribed and you would like to, it doesn't cost any money, it's just clicking a button on subscribe. You will be the 300th subscriber. I think I've got the wrong teeth in today. So if you could subscribe, I'd be very grateful. And if you can like this class as well, that would be good as well. End of announcement, I think. So we're going to start by doing the calf stretch. So front leg is bent, back leg is straight. Both heels are on the floor. If you can't get your back leg heel on the floor, your stride is too long. Move your leg in a bit. Just check that both feet are pointing the same direction, straight ahead. Sometimes you think your feet are doing something and you look down and they're just got to seem to have a mind of their own. And then gently bend the back knee. Your toe will come off the ground. Your heel will come off the ground. If you put a bit of weight on that foot, you should feel the stretch moving down into your Achilles. If your toe came off the ground, you'd be very peculiar. And then switch legs. Back leg straight, front leg bent, feet pointing the same direction. Just check mine. Yep, they are. And then bend your back knee. Put a little bit of weight on it. Feel the stretch moving down into the Achilles. Okay, quadricep stretch. These big thigh muscles here. If you can, grab your foot, your ankle, your trouser leg, standing up nice and straight, knees together. If you can't do that, put your hands behind your back and see if you can kick your hands with your heel. This is dynamic stretching, which is quite good actually, because you're using your hamstring muscles, these muscles here, to lift your foot. So you're stretching this and strengthening your hamstrings. But I'm going to do static stretching, and I'm going to practice my balance while I'm doing it. Whoa, said she, falling over. It's because I wasn't concentrating. Started to look out the window. Okay, static stretchers, switch legs. Dynamic stretchers, keep being dynamic. Right, hamstring, these big muscles at the back of your thigh. So sitting at the edge of the chair, sitting up nice and straight, just touch your hands above your head like this, just to make sure that your back is straight. Knees at 90 degrees, ankles under your knees, one leg forward, toe pulled back, nice and straight. Check again. And lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. And then sitting up. And repeat on the other side. Just check your back straight. And lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. If you pull your toe back, it makes it a bit more ouchy. Remember, stretching should be challenging, but never painful. So just go down, do it at your own capability, your own level. And then up you come. And the last one in the chair. You sit at the side of the chair, sit sideways, but at the front of the chair, so that there's not much seat there. And then one leg goes out behind you. Standing up, nice and straight. So yes, keep your torso upright. Just got to look, there's a message at the top. I just want to check that nothing horrible is happening. No, it's all right. Right, leg out, nice and straight. Stretching these hip flexors here. It's difficult, they're difficult muscles to stretch actually because they're sort of inside your hip. But it's important to keep them stretched because when we're sitting, they get tight and that gives you that old person stance. I've told you all this before. And then switch over and sort of just end up repeating myself. There we go. You can hold on to the back if you want, as I'm doing. And then standing up, arms at shoulder height, palms facing forwards. Round the tree, so it's round like that rather than straight, round like that, still at shoulder height, and then dip your head. And this stretches the muscles at the top of across your shoulders, your big back muscles across your shoulders. Your traps, I suppose. And then interlink your fingers if you can behind your back. If you can't do that, try and get your elbows together. If you're interlinking your fingers, just raise your arms a bit, and that gives you that stretch across your chest. And then last one, I'll kneel down to show you this. You don't need to kneel down. Hand up, palm back, down your back, because you've been using your triceps when you do the press up. If you've got shoulder mobility problems, just leave this out. Push back, you should get the stretch there. I can feel that actually now. It took me quite a long time to get this stretch right before I could feel anything. I don't know why. The secret is to let this arm just relax totally. And then do the other one. And release it. And that, as they say, is that. Thank you very much. Good. See, Elizabeth saying her press-ups are getting better and better. Your homework for the week is to do press-up, practice press-ups, do 3 more times, do press-ups, and I promise I'll do the same. Okay? Until next Monday or Wednesday, if you do the Wednesday class, I'll see you then. BFN, as Jimmy, what was his name? Jimmy Young used to say.